Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from Buddy Bar, let's welcome the one and only Alex B. Hey Alex, how are you doing? You had been missing for a while now.
Oh thanks, you are Ricciardo, Daniel Ricciardo from F1, right?
Yes, that's me.
Aren't you at McLaren? Doing some driving behind Lando?
Well, I am in job interviewing to be a F1 pundit for next year. This is my casting interview.
Okay, better than looking at Lando's butt. Good luck then.
Alex, you're going to talk about F1 2022 tonight, right?
Yes, if I knew you are at casting interview, I could have passed this session to you. It will be wonderful to hear it directly from the cockpit of F1. All the encouraging, false words.
This is your session, so I am gonna pass it to you, ladies and gentlemen, Alex B.
Hi, it had been a while since I was back here. Thank you. Thank you. If there are many more a fan like you on the YouTube, live would been better. Okay, enough of the craps. It had been busy months for me. Between the team building meetings and networking works between AI, there is not much time left for a drink or two. Even though we're already in endemic phase for the COVID-19. You know, going out, no mask, no worries. Today I am going to talk about Formula 1 2022 season. Are you a fan of Formula 1? There is so much happening. I think Netflix Drive to Survive for 2022 will have 30 episodes. Yes, 30. This year started with a big bang. The Red are back. After so many years. Leclerc starts the season with fireworks. Wow. Then, oops, the real story starts unfolding. The prancing horse has lost its direction, forgotten how to win. From reliability issue to use wrong tires used, pit stop strategies, you name it, the prancing horse did it wrongly. If you become an intern at Ferrari this year, you would enjoy the vast learning of using all the wrong strategies. How not to, they did it again and again. Sure, you can pick up some learning. Let me count, a total of 6 times out of 13 races. Can you believe it or not? Ripley? Yes, Ripley's Believe It or Not can make a comeback. 6 mistakes before the summer break. Luckily summer break gave them time to break the jinx. Or perhaps the intern had gone back to school. The idea of have a massaging seat while you drive is nice. You know, just cruising around, winning 8 world championship title, is kind of relaxing. Why not add some massaging action to it? Well, someone did and decided to tune it up to max this year. This year cars give driver free massaging. By the way, they call it porpoising. Wow. A new English word for me to learn, and later can be used for Scrabble. That's worth 12 points. Okay, it was porpoise too much until drivers need to get a proper medical to porpoise after the race. So driver get machine massaging them during race, and after race get another human massage. Looks like things sorted out after the summer break, or maybe they adjust the car higher to fix the porpoising issue. Driver's contract. You got to blame Vettel for starting this. After he announced his retirement, chaos follows. Alonso moved to Aston Martin. And the trouble starts surfacing. Alpine wanted to promote Oscar Piastri to replace Alonso, but the guy already signed contract with McLaren. Oscar was the test driver for Alpine. Alpine planned to put him in Williams before get rid of either Alonso or Ocon in 2024, so that Oscar could join as experienced F1 driver. But Alonso suddenly decided to go to Aston Martin, making his seat available for Oscar. But before this is happening, Oscar already signed a deal with McLaren. In fact, McLaren already signed him before even finalizing the deal to terminate Ricciardo's contract earlier. So when Alonso decide not to continue, Alpine do not have any deal with Oscar yet. But they makes a blunder by announcing that Oscar will replace Alonso, thinking Oscar would be happy to be promoted. Oscar then turned to social media to announce that he will not be driving for Alpine. What a mess. They needed a court to make a final decision on this. McLaren truly believed this guy can deliver. Better than Ricciardo. In fact, better than Lando. Why McLaren wants a driver worse than Lando? Anyway, let's wait for 2023 for the verdict. So now, poor Ricciardo do not have much option left in F1. He had ditched Red Bull and Alpine, and if he still wants a top team, Ferrari door is closed. Hamilton still wanted to race. In conclusion, he do not have any top team seat available. He probably hibernate in 2023, hoping Hamilton changes his mind. Karma. I think he should go to Alfa Romeo. That team needed a sweet smile to compliment naked but driver. In life, you never know when you're going to be the bottom of the wheel. You know the wheel of life. Sometime you're top and sometime you're at bottom. Worst case scenario is, the tire get punctured when you're at bottom. That's hurt. Please, I need to roll back to the top. And that's Mercedes. The team who won 8 Constructor Championship with their eyes closed. Believe it or not, the mechanic don't have a clue on how to fix the punctured tire. Sometime it works but sometime not. Don't know why. I believe it's the absence of the side pod. You want a racing car, you need a proper side pod. Anyway, for a team that is so successful, coming to 2022 without a win is very hard to swallow. It's exactly how Ferrari felt after Ross Brawn, Schumacher and Jean Todt era. Wait a minute, Ferrari may have fixed the puncture, but it is still leaks. The bull is at the top of the wheel. Their unbelievable luck started from the last year Abu Dhabi race. It is unimaginable how many events goes directly into Max and Bull's favor for them to win in the final few corners. If you go to the toilet to take a dunk during the last few laps, after dunking, you would think you have died and gone to heaven if you are a Red Bull fan. Or hell, if you are a Mercedes fan. Well, some people took the blame and left. But the problem doesn't end there. And now came the budget cap. The light is out, but a very dim one. Red Bull and Aston Martin blows the budget cap for 2021. Who care about Aston Martin? They probably spending extra money on the 007 film, No Time to Die. Now back to the bull, how much overspent? This is not revealed. What is the penalty? Again, this is not revealed. One of the penalty is point deduction. Max win with additional 8 points ahead of Hamilton. Now, how FIA wants to play its game. After so much of bad publicity over Abu Dhabi race, and had started to calm down. FIA would not want to touch on that subject again. If the overspent is just few dollars, who cares, right? Just buy everyone an ice cream to keep their mouth shut. I bet it is more serious than that. Is the value small enough? Just fine them? Or is it much worse than that? This is not like 2007 Spygate case. McLaren Spygate case is close within the racing year. But this budget blow case is for last year championship. What to do? FIA, transparency over this case, does not reflect a healthy image of the organization. This is a toughie for FIA. The safe bet is, they may end up with just fine Red Bull, with some million of dollar. The wolf, horse and goat may not agree to this too. This action would set a new precedent to the other teams. You can blow budget by this much and get punished by this much. If spending the extra can bring better championship result, why not? Cheers FIA. Good luck. Well, 2022 championship already over at Suzuka track, with 4 more races to go in the calendar. Japan race is full of actions. Heavy rain, truck on the track, points awarded to drivers and time penalty given. No one know that Max had won. It was halfway through interviewing Perez, the commentator only being informed that Max had won. It is so anticlimax. Even Max was surprised and not sure how to act. This happens when Stewart give 5-second penalty for Leclerc. FIA, Max would have won it in the next race with much more glamour than the points and time penalty fiasco in Japan. One guy that suffered the most is the GOAT himself. If you look at the events happening after Abu Dhabi race itself, Hamilton achievement took a nosedive. Uncompetitive car, competitive teammate? Poor result, disagreement over strategy, how much more can he take? His 7th championship title is in question. It must be the car and a second supporting driver. Hamilton is great but can be beaten, as Rosberg had proven that. However, Bottas is not always superb to be competing with Hamilton, so he always being the scapegoat for the GOAT itself. This year, instead of running in front, he had to compete with midfielders. And without a very good car, to cruise through the traffic like in 2021. He found himself had to race very hard. Well, summer break in Africa does him good. He began to start beating Russell. Anyway, win number 8 is almost out of the equation. That's all I have for you tonight. Thank you for your support here and remember to support me online too. Cheers.